Good evening. My name is Rhoda Castro Caliwara.
I'm Armand Gutierrez.
And this is PALSCONnect, Buzz, Biz, and Beyond.
Maraming nag-aabang na trabaho para sa inyo at malalaman natin anong mga posisyon.
One of the objectives ng programang ito ay to encourage ang lahat ng mga employers to continuously provide, preserve, and generate decente at quality jobs, Armand. Ba? Ito po ang advokasya ng PALSCON.
Good evening, my name is Armand Gutierrez.
Good evening, I'm Aggie Escalona.
And this is PALSCONnect, Buzz, Biz, and Beyond. Good evening to all our viewers watching us live dito sa cbrc.tv. Tayo po ay nasa episode 7 na ng season 5. Of course, dito lang yan sa PALSCONnect. And tonight, we have a guest host again, no? Siyempre, maganda, talented, board member, and of course, treasurer ito ng PALSCON and our friend. So welcome to the show, Ma'am Agnes Escalona.
Hello, Armand.
How are you today, Agnes?
Double stress today. Double scare.
Oo.
Kasi nga, di ba, as I mentioned to you this morning, nabalitaan nga namin may isa kaming kamag-anak na COVID, na close contact namin nung weekend. And then my husband, nagkasakit ng fever yesterday. So, syempre, aakalain mo yun, no? Pero buti na lang, Sir Armand, wala. Negative. So, we're very lucky to have that. Good news ho sa amin. So, yun. Good evening to everyone, especially to the PALSCON members and to our board members and to everyone listening. Magandang gabi, pati CBRC at saka sila Ma'am Aya, Paula, and all the others. Good evening.
Wow, ang galing. Para ka ng regular dito sa show. Bumate, Ma'am Aggie. But of course, I'd like to say na prayers and of course, good health, no, para sa family mo. But
yes.
Ma'am Aggie, alam mo ba kung nasaan si Ma'am Rhoda ngayon? No?
Oo, alam ko.
She's out of the country, di ba? Oo,
out of the country nga. Sarap.
Kaya, we miss her. May gusto ka bang hingin pasalubong sa kanya? Baka dito gusto mo nang banggitin. Hindi, biro lang.
May Moderna pa ba dyan? Nagkukulang dito eh.
Okay, so yan ang gusto mong pasalubong. So baka naman, Ma'am Rhoda. Kung pwede lang, ano. So, ayan. Alright. Alam mo, Ma'am Aggie, maraming nag-aabang dito sa ating susunod na segment. But before that, gusto ko lang magpasalamat at ipaalam na ang our next segment is brought to you by Eagle Matrix Security Agency. Itong company na ito ay member natin at siguradong maasahan, mabait sa kanilang mga empleyadong security guards. So, ito na ang ating share and win promo dito sa PALSCONnect. Tuloy-tuloy ang pamimigay natin ng 200 pesos worth of cash load. At gusto nating batiin ng congratulations ang mga 5 pangalan na nabunot or lumabas doon sa ating electronic raffle from our last episode. Panoorin natin kung paano na-draw ang mga winners at ang mga pangalan nila. Okay, kaya ito, meron tayong 5 nanalo from our last episode. So congratulations kila April Obilio, kay Marge Navarra, kay Jack Tumangan, kay Faye Moreno at kay Genevieve Consolacion. Kaya sa mga gustong sumali at manalo dito sa ating Share and Win promo, ito po ang mga mechanics. So all you have to do is number 1, i-like ang PALSCOnnect FB Live via the cbrc.tv Carl E. Balita official FB page. At pangalawa, i-share at mag-comment publicly sa inyong FB wall page na may hashtag PALSCOnnect Season 5, may disenteng trabaho dito caption. At 1 raffle per entry only. So winners will be notified or will be raffled off or drawn electronically. And the winners will also be announced by the program host on the next episode. The winners will also be notified by the PALSCON Secretariat represented by Ms. Paula Narciso. And the GCash load prize will be credited to the winner's GCash e-wallet within 48 hours after the announcement. Kaya ano pang inaantay ninyo? Kayo i-share at i-like nyo po at i-share at mag-hashtag na po kayo dito sa ating programa para manalo din po kayo ng 200 pesos GCash load. At salamat, of course, sa ating sponsor, si Eagle Matrix Security Agency. Dito sa programa nating PALSCOnnect, talagang dapat yung pagkaabangan every Wednesday, 6 to 7 p.m. dahil dito ang programang may chance ka ng manalo ng GCash load, may chance ka pang makakuha ng disenteng trabaho. So, ayan. Kaya malaking bagay sa atin dito sa PALSCOnnect na i-share, i-like at i-share ninyo itong programa namin. Ma'am Agi, baka meron ka pa bang ibang pa-promo dyan?
Ay, oo, meron. May bago tayong promo. Hire and win. Basta PALSCON, kung ano-anong mga iniisip ng mga promo, di ba? Paano ba? Sasabihin ko ba yung mechanics? So,
pwede natin pakita yung poster.
Hire and win promo. Open to all PALSCON member companies and their designated HR representative joining the top segment of the PALSCOnnect weekly online show. Open to all successful recruits of PALSCON member companies hired via the PALSCOnnect top segment job announcement. Number 3, only registered PALSCON member companies and their HR representatives are qualified to join the raffle. How to join? 1. HR representative of PALSCON member companies and their successful recruits joining the top segment from episode 6 to 9 of the PALSCOnnect Season 5 show. Number 2, successful recruits together with his or her official listed HR representative will be qualified for the electronic raffle to be scheduled on September 22, 2021 run. So yun. So magaling, maganda.
So meron tayong bagong pa-premyo or promo or mechanic promo for our next episode because it's our anniversary episode, di ba? Dami nating pa-promo dito sa PALSCOnnect. Dito lang na programa ang ganito karami ang mga pa-promo diyan. Okay.
Oo nga.
Agi, alam mo gusto ko na ring tuloy-tuloyin at mag-imbita, no, para sa ating nalalapit na 11th National Conference. So, PALSCO National Conference is upcoming and we are excited for this. This will be on November 16 to 17 and we are hoping and targeting, Ma'am Agi, 100% ng ating mga members ang sana maka-attend or umattend dito at mag-register, no? So please bring also your principal so they will learn more about us and the value of what service contracting brings in their business. Ang surprise natin for this conference, Ma'am Agi, is free itong conference na to para sa ating mga members and their guests. Pero they have to register early kasi pwedeng mapuno ang ating Zoom o conference, di ba? Also, ang theme title ng ating conference is Service Contracting in the New Normal and Beyond. O, di ba? Panalo. Title pa lang, panalo na. Pang-atin talaga ito. And this conference will be definitely meaningful for us PALSCON members and our industry. Yan ang sisiguraduhin natin. And to all our industry partners, please register and join our national conference also. So mark your calendars now so you will not miss this important event and save the date nyo na, no? Sa November 16 to 17, 20 of this year. So
Ganda.
Marami tayong magagandang mga sessions at topics at mga magagaling na mga speakers na related. Makaka-relate po tayong mga members dito sa ating conference, of course, taon-taon yan. So,
At saka, Sir
yeah.
Armand, libre pa. That's important. Malaking bagay yung libre kasi sa pandemya nga ngayon, di ba? Parang everybody nagtitipid rin maski paano.
That's right. So, para sa ating mga minamahal na mga members yan, di ba, Ma'am Aggie, of course.
Yes.
Oo. At eto, ipapakita natin yung mga videos ng ating summary ng ating mga past national conference para maalala nila ano ba yung mga nangyayari dito. And kasunod din dito ng video na ay mga sponsors, yung mga nag-sponsors natin sa nakaraang event. So please watch this video. And we're back. Ito na ang ating isa sa mga segments na pinakahihintay dito sa ating PALSCOnnect. Sa mga naghahanap ng trabaho dyan at sa mga may mga kamag-anak na alam niyo na naghahanap ng trabaho, ito, nandito na. We'll start our trabaho at PALSCON. Let us now watch and see our job openings for tonight. Ito na po. Of course, our first company is the Eagle Matrix Security Agency. Kailangan na ng security guards for Baguio, Batangas, Pampanga at Subic. So apply na po kayo dito kay Eagle Matrix Security Agency Inc. They are located at 15th Avenue, Cubao, Quezon City. Our next company, Center for Health Services Inc. So ito po yung mga job hiring nila for this year. Ayan, ang kanilang number one na kinahanap ay isang company nurse. If you may reach them at 0917-701-0264. Ito yung mga available areas for the company nurse sa Bulacan, sa Manila, sa Pasay, General Trias, Cavite, Davao del Sur at Mandaue, Cebu. So kailangan din nila ng company physician. Ito naman, ang location nito ay para sa Bulacan, Manila, Binondo, Manila, Tondo, Manila, at Rojas Boulevard, Manila. So kung ikaw ay company physician at nurse, no? Or apply na po kayo dito kay Center for Health Services Inc. So ito, kailangan din nila ng medical technologies at ang assignment po nito will be in Mandaluyong City. So ayan, pwede ninyong picturean ang slides na ito at you can share this to your friends para ikalat itong mga job openings na ito or ma-share itong job openings natin. So our third company is Cebu General Services Inc. They are located in Mandaue City and Cebu. Kailangan nila ng mga housekeeping staff, company nurse. Ayan. So, of course, nandyan na rin ang mga contact numbers ni Cebu General Services Inc. So you can contact them para makapag-apply na. So kailangan din nila ng housekeeping staff at company nurse. Ang company nurse is needed para sa Lapu-Lapu City or sa Cebu, tsaka sa Cebu City. So ayan, sa mga taga Cebu dyan, kamusta po kayo? Ito po, marami pong job openings dito kay Cebu General Services. So if you're interested to apply, please email genevarojas.cebugen@gmail.com or visit their office sa Banilad, Mandaue City. Meron din silang Facebook, FB page. So you can also visit their FB page. Our next company is si JG Manpo Janitorial and Messenger Services Contractor. So kailangan nila ng IT graduates, office coordinator / supervisor. So marami silang mga requirements at ito ay mga urgent na requirements. So ito mukhang trabaho agad ito. So if you're interested to apply, you can contact 437-1906. Ang office po nila ay sa Murphy, Cubao, Quezon City. So kailangan nila ng production personnel at ng office personnel. Ayan po ang company ni JG Manpo Janitorial and Messenger Services Contractor. Okay, kailangan nila ng executive driver na willing to be assigned sa Quezon City. So if you're interested to apply, contact G. Gabawan or Aida Abinoha sa mga contact numbers that you see on the screen. Apply na po kayo at sigurado mabilis ang deployment kasi urgent po itong mga hiring. O ito, syempre, kilala natin ito, si Manos Allied Services. Kailangan nila ng IT specialist. Their company is located at 4 Examiner Street, Barangay West Triangle, Quezon City. You can contact 929-8328 or 926-9857. So if you're willing to apply, ito na po ang kanilang contact information. Yan. So our next company is si Romac. So kailangan nila ng manufacturing aid. 500. Ang dami nito, Ma'am Agi. 500, di ba? Oo. Wow. So apply na po kayo kay Romac. Oo. Ayan lang po yung mga requirements na kailangan niya. At syempre, meron namang siguro sila yan, di ba? So ang place, okay, yun. Our next company is si Zeinserve. So ang place of assignment, itong mga kailangan nila is for Pampanga. Andiyan na rin po yung mga contact information, email at contact numbers. So ayan po yung mga listahan ng kanilang mga job openings.
Ang dami pa ng job openings pa rin, no?
Marami pa ring job openings, Ma'am Agi, no? By the way, after this show, ipopost po natin yung mga summary ng mga mga binanggit nating job openings po. Kaya pwede pa rin nilang mahabol. Ayan. This is the format of the job opening. So they can get the numbers and contact details po at para makapag-apply na rin po sila. So there we have it dito sa ating trabaho at PALSCON. Ma'am Agi, no? Diyan ka lang at kayong mga viewers, diyan lang po kayo kasi magbabalik pa for more ang PALSCOnnect. So stay tuned po.
GetWell is a health and maintenance organization in Metro Manila that provides managed healthcare services like preventive healthcare, outpatient consultation, emergency care treatment, hospital confinement, dental care, death benefit, and other benefit plans for its members through accredited physicians, hospitals, and clinics. Membership is open to all employees, whether regular or contractual. A 24-hour customer service hotline ensures prompt and immediate response.
All is well with GetWell.
May bago na kayong maaasahan. Jago Maasahan. Download now.
Welcome back, Ma'am Aggie.
Thank you. Mga job fair natin yun, ha?
Ang dami, di ba? Kahit kung saan-saan tayong sulok ng Pilipinas, nakakarating sa mga job fairs, no? Lalo na nung pwede pa yung physical gathering or yung physical na job fair. Pero even now, sa online, no? Nandito rin
Oo.
tayo. Kaya,
Ang dami
kanina-
nating natulungan. No? Ang
That's
daming
right.
natutulungan. Oo.
Yes. Yes, Ma'am Aggie.
Yes. We have a guest, right? And
Yes.
related sa sa topic ng job fair or giving work
Talaga?
sa Pilipino. Oo. Actually siya medyo parang kamag-anak nga, inalaman ko kanina na parang kamag-anak siya eh. Okay, without further ado, introduce ko muna siya kung sino siya, ha. Siya
Yes.
si Mr. Ferdinand Perry Ferrer, ECOP Governor and Chair of Jobs Creation Committee and PCCI Director for Innovation. Nung kasi nagkaroon sila ng 42nd National Conference of the Employers last June 30, 2021. Both the public and private sectors vowed to implement their tasks to recover 1 million jobs. Wow, ang dami nun, 1 million jobs that were lost due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. The reform, rebound, recover, 1 million jobs.
Ma'am Aggie, gusto mo tawagin muna natin si...
Ay, sorry. Oo, introduce ko na po siya. Sige po.
Okay.
Sige po.
Okay,
let's call
Okay.
Perry.
Yes,
Sir
let's
Perry.
call Sir Perry Ferrer. Hi, Sir Perry. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Good evening, Agnes. I was enjoying that. Yung sinasabi mo. Hi, good evening, Agnes. And also, good evening, Armand. So,
Hi, sir.
thank you for having me and inviting me. And welcome to the PALSCOnnect viewers. So, it's nice to be here. It's really good to be here.
Pasensya ha, first time ko kasing mag-host. Sanay lang ako sa TikTok. Sumasayaw ako sa TikTok, hindi nag-host.
Yan.
Sige, so sir, may I continue and so that I can ask you some questions?
Please,
Go
Agnes.
ahead.
Sige ho. So the Reform, Rebound, Recover 1 million jobs for 2021 manifesto was signed by the DTI, DOLE, DOT, CHED, and TESDA. For the private sector, it would be PCCI, who was one of the signatories for the said manifesto. Would you please tell us more about the 1 million jobs commitment, particularly by your organization po, PCCI and ECOP? Tama.
Yes, thank you and good evening again, Agnes and Armand. I'd like to also say good evening to Rhoda. I hope she's enjoying whatever she is. And also to, mga kasama ko sa ECOP, si Butch. And I think he is here. And, that 1 million jobs, as you know, last year was very difficult, especially for the micro, small, and medium enterprises. I'm part of ECOP, and we had some discussions and say, how could we help the most vulnerable sector of our businesses, which is the micro, small, and medium. And it doesn't seem that we can see that light at the end of the tunnel yet. So during the National Conference of Employers, we pledge, let's do our part. ECOP, this is ECOP, let's do our part. And let's create a program where we can generate 1 million jobs, new jobs here from June to December. It is not ECOP was the convening organization, but as you mentioned earlier, there were a lot of industry partners as well from the different chambers. PCCI, I'm also a director at PCCI under Innovation and Technology. PCCI was there, Phil Export was there, and when it comes to the other industries, we have one of the biggest contributors potentially the biggest contributor in the 1 million jobs. We have the Philippine Constructors Association, which is the construction industry. We have SAPI. You're probably familiar with the semiconductor electronic industry of the Philippines, as well as the hotel and restaurant and tourism industry. Similarly, the IBPAP is also supporting. So it is a challenge, and it is a good challenge in an initiative by all these groups together that we coordinated and collaborated with the government. As you know, tayo mga private sector, we cannot do it alone. It's better if we have government and private sector partnership, in which this 1 million job project, we have the Department of Trade and Industry, Department of Labor, TESDA, the Department of Tourism, Transportation, and CHED, all pledged to assist to make it easy for companies and businesses to get back, to get the economy back. And ultimate objective is to create 1 million new jobs. So, you know, you were showing, Armand and Agnes, you were showing all these job openings. Alam mo, binibilang ko, nawala ako sa bilang.
Mabilis ba?
Marami po kaming mga job fairs and job openings. Yes, marami po.
I'm really fascinated from what I saw. And this initiative, I think it is not limited to the industries and chambers that I mentioned. It is for all of us. Madaming natamaan ng mga kumpanya dito sa Pilipinas and continue to be hit. So I think it is our responsibility, mga employers, kami mga employers, that we focus on employment generation and preservation as well. Thank you.
Sir Perry, I have a list of questions here. Can I throw it now?
Yes, of course.
Sige po. Are there policies set to recover the 1 million jobs that were lost during the unprecedented health crisis which led to a deep economic crisis? Meron ba hong mga polisiya?
You know, I will not call it a policy, but there are collaborative efforts by we report to the Nurse Task Force, which is the National Employment Recovery Strategy Task Force. And what we work with the Nurse Task Force, when I say we, is the signatories of the 1 million job project together with the Department of Labor and DTI. So there were four major things na hiningi namin dito sa Nurse Task Force. And the first one, you can probably guess, vaccines. So vaccination. There is no use to providing work when they protectado. I'll come back to the vaccination later on. And you probably experience our PALSCON membership and also employers and employees, the difficulty in travel. So we are still working out with the Department of Labor and the Department of Transportation and the DILG on like a health and travel pass. There are a lot of unemployed in the remote areas all over the Philippines that want to travel to where the jobs are. But currently we do not have a harmonized travel protocol. So each of the LGUs or mga probinsya natin, iba-ibang regulation. So nahihirapan yung mga empleyado at yung mga magiging empleyado. So we are working with the government at the Nurse Task Force. Sana kung ikaw papasok sa trabaho or magkakaroon or you will be going to your new job for our new employees, magkaroon sana ng common travel pass na they can crisscross through the different LGUs without any difficulty. Hindi na kailangan lahat ng mga health pass, iba-ibang health pass. The third one is we're working with the skills upskilling and training with TESDA. We can talk more about that, but it's a big subject about skilling our current employees and also the new potential employees as we open up our economy and the better normal, as Arman mentioned earlier. So we're working on that. And the fourth one, maybe closer to what you asked, Agnes, is the DTI is helping on investment promotions and more investments in the Philippines that will eventually, at the end of the day, create more jobs. So we're focused muna on a few things that will have an immediate impact on job creation and preservation. So that's what we're doing when it comes to close to the policy generation. So doon muna kami sa apat na yun.
So in particular po, si PCCI and ECOP are streamlining kung ano yung dapat gawin. So I think vaccination is one of the project. Tama ba ho ako?
Yes, and thank you for bringing that up. Vaccination, we were able to secure 452,000 vaccines
Wow.
for
Wow.
employees.
Wow.
Fortunately, the 452,000 was supposedly earmarked for new workers. But hindi naman natin pwede kalimutan naman yung mga existing workers because of course tao rin sila, baka ma-infect. So the nurse task force and with the help of the Department of Labor through ASEC Nikki Tutay, we were allowed to also vaccinate even existing employees or workers. We started it. We did a launch last week at the Department of Labor Intramuros training grounds. So we had, I believe, 1,100 vaccines. Nandoon yung manufacturing sector and construction industry and manufacturing industry. And despite all the rain, nagtulong-tulong lahat and we were able to breeze through the 1,100 workers. That was for Manila. And we have a second tranche of vaccination for Manila that will be done this Friday sa UST grounds. And just to mention, the next vaccination program we have will be in Bulacan and Bataan and Cebu. So we are putting that together. And again, we're working with the manufacturing sector and the construction sector at this moment. So sinama na rin natin with the approval and agreement of the Department of Labor and the Nurse Task Force, na isama na rin natin yung mga subcontractors, which is tayo.
Yes.
So medyo yung release ng 451,000, dahil naubos ng 1,000 last week, yung release ng 451 vaccines, once we get a steady supply, for sure, we will be getting and involving a lot of the supply chain and also lalo na yung mga MSME subcontractors to this manufacturing, construction, and hotel and restaurants. I think all of your members are one way or another related to it. So masasama natin. So yung first batch, 452,000, and Secretary Bello just announced it last week. And ang total hinihingi namin, or we're requesting, by the way, is 1 million vaccines. So the vaccination, we believe that it will help protect and give a level of protection to our workers, which is kailangan na kailangan natin. Thank you.
I see.
Napakalaking
So, sir,
tulong.
Oo
Yes.
nga, laking tulong, sir.
Sobra.
Kailangan magkaroon na ng herd immunity na kasi dito sa Pilipinas. Kung wala yung vaccine, naku, ang tagal pa ng COVID sa atin.
We certainly agree, both Agnes and Armand. You know, the vaccine is not 100% like any other medicine or any other flu shot or whatever, but it gives a certain level of protection for the worker, for the company,
Yeah.
and more important, for the family, wherever they stay. Alam mo, sa manufacturing and also sa construction, I learned, I was briefed by the construction industry. Madami sa kanila nasa barracks. Nasa barracks pala. Doon sila nakatira yung mga workers. Hindi na umuwi until the project. So, you know, in a high density location, you want them really protected or give them a certain level of protection, which is currently now the technology calls for the vaccine. The same way with our workers manufacturing, lalo na sa Region 4A, Calabar Zone, we have a lot of manufacturing there that the workers live in dormitories or mga bahay-bahay. So yun dapat ma-vaccinate.
Mga boarding house, no?
Yes, exactly, Agnes, the boarding house.
Boarding houses, opo.
So, malaki dapat ang kampanya natin as industry, PALSCON, and together with other industry, we have an uphill educational task to better inform our workers that currently, for now, vaccine is the way to go.
Tama po. Right.
Ganda.
So sir, how can PALSCON help? Paano tayo pwedeng mag-partner dyan sa project nyo?
Ay, malapit na, Agnes. Like what I said, we're just getting the allocation started, and we just started last week. And the next phase is another one in UST this Friday. But going outside Manila, we will have in Bulacan, in Bataan. We will have in Bataan, and also in Cebu. And I believe there are more vaccines arriving, and we will certainly make every effort to get our share this is the worker share of the vaccines, and hopefully open up in Region 4A. Madami tayo sa Region 4A and Bulacan, the North, Clark, Pangasinan, Pampanga. We will open that. And the other islands, not only in Cebu, but other areas. So we will certainly work. I've mentioned that to Mr. Guerrero. And certainly, you are in the radar. PALSCON is in the radar because you are PALSCON employees. PALSCON group is critical to the economic recovery. You have a very critical role. Your membership, a very critical role in this economic recovery, and not only in the recovery, but in the future, malaki ang role na magiging mga subcontractors. So, dapat maprotektahan. So, we will be working together. Malapit na yan, Agnes and Armand.
Oh, good.
Yes,
Good,
exciting. Oo.
So,
May
sir-
nagko-comment. Ma'am Agit, bago mo tanungin yung next question mo, may nagko-comment dito. Sabi
Ano?
ni Bush Guerrero, you're the man, Perry.
Ah,
Nandiyan pala si Butch. Nako.
Yeah, he's watching
You
us
know,
sa Facebook, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Butch is very supportive. You know, I'm only new at this. And I met Butch this year, but very supportive, and more I get to learn about the different industries. Kasi ako nakabaon ako sa electronics and semiconductor. And as I learn more about the other industries, at the end of the day, pare-pareho lang pala kailangan natin lahat. Not just different type of worker, but a worker is a worker. And sabi ko nga sa company namin, like I think it was 5 to 7 years ago, we view our workers now not as an expense but as an asset. In the past, I had to change my mindset. As skills are getting more critical now, the skills. you really have to look at your worker as your asset and count them. It is equally or probably more important than your equipment, your building.
Yes.
Yung worker mo
Tama po.
ang talagang puhunan mo sa negosyo. So,
Correct.
You said it
Nice.
right, sir. Sobrang ganda nun. Yes. We agree with you, Sir Perry.
So, Sir Perry, any last words?
you know, as we hopefully go into a better normal, the human resource will be the critical piece of the puzzle moving forward. Whether it is technology, technology will not function without people.
Correct.
The Industry 4.0 is nothing without people. And anything you throw, any new technology, innovation will require people. So, lahat tayo, we need to embrace moving forward that we really need to skill up and training and upskilling. We have the time now, any time is a good time, but this time, while there are work from home employees, or we might have a little bit of time to extra, we should all work together in upskilling our workers and upskilling them, not just in technical skills, but also in the soft skills. It's very difficult now for employees and managers to be able to handle employees now, because the employees, each worker now not only has their work that they have to think of, in the back of their head, they're thinking about their family, what is happening to the health and safety of their family. And that one, we were never trained on how to manage that. So that is the one that we're working and trying to train our supervisors, group leaders, managers, whoever that handles people to be able to work that angle, which is napakahirap ngayon. Every person handles this type of pandemic differently, and we should all respect that. As I'm an employer, and as an employer, I need to respect that. So people are our assets. The Philippines, you can say it's the human resource capital of the world, but let's protect our own dito sa Pilipinas. Whoever we have here, let's bring them to the next level of skill. And I do support the Ambition 2040 that no Filipino will be poor by 2040. Maraming salamat for giving me a chance to be in your show. Professional pala yung show nyo.
Thank you so much, Sir Perry, and sana sa mga susunod makapagbalitaktakan ulit tayo or makapagkwentuhan pa ulit tayo. Ang ganda ng project ng 1 million jobs. Ma'am Aggie, are you excited for that? Di ba? So,
yes, sobrang excited. That's a very, very good project, sir.
Yes.
Thank you. Maraming salamat.
So, thank you so much, Sir Perry, and always keep safe, sir. Thank you for being in the show po.
Kayo rin lahat, all PALSCON members and affiliate members, keep safe and have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so magbabalik pa ang PALSCOnnect for our si Sir JR is coming. So, ayan po.
GetWell is a health and maintenance organization in Metro Manila that provides managed healthcare services like preventive healthcare, outpatient consultation, emergency care treatment, hospital confinement, dental care, death benefit, and other benefit plans for its members through accredited physicians, hospitals, and clinics. Membership is open to all employees, whether regular or contractual. A 24-hour customer service hotline ensures prompt and immediate response.
All is well with GetWell.
bago na kayong maaasahan. Jago Maasahan. Download now.
Sa segment na to, gusto lang natin i-share yung mga iba't ibang skills na pwedeng makatulong sa mga gusto pang matuto.
Dahil sa aming kagustuhan na halos sa dapat weekly meron kayong matutunan na bago sa mga skills.
Maraming negosyo ang dinudugo, libo-libong trabaho ang naglalaho, pero hindi sana maging rason para huminto tayo. Pagkos, let's take this time na hasain natin lalo ang kakayahan ng mga manggagawang Pilipino para kapag bumalik na nga sa normal ang lahat, lalong magiging employable ang mga manggagawa natin, mas lalo silang maging productive.
Madaming activities ang hinahanda ng PALSCON dahilan sa madami din ang kaparehong may pare-pareho tayong layunin na naging partner.
Kaya ho, kami ay nagpapasalamat na merong malalaki at maaasahan na mga organisasyon para tulungan ang PALSCON sa advokasya nitong tumulong sa mga kapwa natin na mga Pilipino.
Katulad po natin sa PALSCON, meron din po silang puso para iangat ang antas ng kaalaman ng mga kapwa natin Pilipino.
Welcome back and welcome back talaga, Sir JR.
Hi, Sir JR.
Wala si Sir JR last episode. So, thank you for being here, sir. How are you?
Ay,
Naka-mute ka, sir.
unmute.
Nakamute ako kanina. Ayan, mute ko, tapos na-mute ulit ata ako. Ayan,
Right.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Magandang gabi, Ma'am Aggie at saka Sir Armand.
Magandang gabi.
Oh,
Ayan po, tungkol doon sa question niyo po kanina, kumusta ako? Ako naman po ay masaya dahil sa meron po akong ibabalita na bago para sa ating mga viewers. Dito
Mag-asawa ka na?
Malapit na, ma'am.
Okay. Sige, sir. Ano ba yung iyong ibabalita? By the way, Sir JR, syempre, Ma'am Aggie, ito si Sir JR, alam mo, ito Santa Claus to ng PALSCOnnect di ba? Lagi tong may pa-promo na tayo dito, may patrabaho pa tayo, may pa-training pa tayo. So, syempre, walang iba. Walang iba lang. Syempre, kay Sir JR lang yan. Kaya, sir, siguro, pwede mo nang umpisahan. Ano bang ating mga next na training courses? Yes, sir.
Ayan. Salamat, Sir Armand. Ating inihahanda ang panibagong course para sa inyong lahat. Ayan. So makikita natin, may ipa-flash dito ngayon ang ating poster para may discuss natin ano ang magiging course natin for this month. Ayan. So siguro sa mga iba, hindi pa nila masyadong makita dahil medyo maliit yung font ng ating poster. Ayan. So dahil sa puso ng PALSCON or samahan ng legitimate service contractors ay hindi lamang limitado sa pagbibigay ng regular na trabaho, kundi pati na rin sa pagpapabuti ng mga kakayahan ng mga manggagawang Pilipino. Kaya nandito at naitatag ang PALSCON Training Academy. Kaya ngayong Oktubre, magkakaroon tayo ng bagong course tungkol to sa understanding self as a strategy in handling people. Ayan.
Ganda.
Maganda, ma'am?
Oo, ganda.
Yes. Bali, ma'am, para may idea ang mga manonood natin kung nais nilang mag-attend sa ating mga sessions, na-create ang understanding self as a strategy in handling people dahilan din na din sa mga kagustuhan ng ating mga previous participants. Isa ito sa mga naramdaman nila, lalo na nung nagkaroon sila ng leadership and management training. Naramdaman nila na kailangan makilala din nila ang kanilang sarili. Kasi sometimes, ma'am, di ba nararanasan din natin ito na sa tuwing nag-handle tayo ng mga problema sa ating organization, kung minsan tayo mismo, hindi natin napapansin, tayo din mismo pala, nagiging source na siya ng problem. Kasi hindi tayo
Mhm.
nagkakaroon ng self-awareness. So ang
Mhm.
premise ng ating course ay tungkol sa understanding self, which is a way to facilitate self-awareness. And in that sense, self-awareness allows better understanding in our relationship. So ang philosophy behind po doon is that the deeper we understand ourselves, the better we become in leading and influencing people. So doon siya mag-evolve. Ayan, yung
Yes,
program,
sir.
yung process natin.
And
Ganda.
also, Sir JR, kasi sa panahon naman ngayon, alam naman natin, complicated na talaga ang mga, well, I would say mga paghawak ng tao, no? Lalo na sa corporate setting, di ba? Of course, you have to establish a good relationship with your staff, your people, para, magkaroon ng magandang synergy yung team, di ba? So, yan. Kaya ito, pinoprofessionalize ang paghahawak ng tao. So, hindi na katulad dati. Ewan ko napansin ko kasi dati, di ba, pag boss ka, kung ano lang sabihin mo, susunod. Ngayon, hindi na ganun.
Tama.
Di ba? So, marunong na din. Oo, syempre, magtanong, di ba? Mag-validate, di ba? Kung tama. So, magandang course ito para sa mga young professionals and also kahit sa mga middle-aged na professionals. No? So, para mas ma-enhance ang kanilang pakikipagtungo sa mga tao or sa mga subordinates nila or kahit sa mga boss din nila, di ba?
Di ba sabi nga ni Perry kanina, napaka-importante ang
Yes.
tao sa ating mga negosyo. Tama 'yon eh. Sana Sir JR, dun sa sa paano ba, sa seminar mo matututunan rin namin kasi sasali ako eh. Kaya matututunan namin yung empathy. Because
Yan.
that's part, di ba? Empathy is a soft skill that we should learn as owners of business. Kasi yun nga, yung dating sinaunang way of doing things is ako ang boss. Ako ang masusunod. Di ba? So sana nga, kasama yon Sir JR. Kasama ba yon?
Yes, ma'am. So kung gusto niyo pong i-run down ko ng unti-unti ang ating session schedules, tapos magbibigay ako ng konting elaboration. I-elaborate ko kung ano yung laman ng bawat session natin. So sa session schedule natin, ma'am, Agi, dun sa October 1, magkakaroon ng self-assessment tools and self-awareness. So dito sa October 1 na to, ma'am, pre-October 1, magkakaroon na kayo ng link para ma-assess nyo yung sarili nyo. Kailangan nyo din kasi maintindihan ano ba ang inyong strengths, ano yung inyong mga weaknesses, saan kayo ano yung inyong personality bilang isang leader o kaya bilang isang empleyado. And then from there, nagkakaroon tayo ng understanding saan yung current natin na pananaw tungkol sa ating sarili. Pagkatapos nun, magkakaroon naman tayo ng mental models and its impact in the workplace. Ibig sabihin nun, paano tayo nagkakaroon ng... Ang mental model, ma'am, ibig sabihin assumption sa sarili natin or sa mga tao. Because sometimes when we assume, may narinig lang tayo na something doon sa ibang tao, may naranasan na tayong ibang situation on that instance, inuulit lang natin siya, nagiging reflect siya. Which is dapat, ang gawin natin is i-treat natin ang bawat tao individually. Hindi dapat siya naapektuhan the way we handle ang bawat tao na nakakahalubilo natin. Ito yun, ma'am, sa October 29, assessing different personality types. So dito na ngayon papasok yung binabanggit ni Ma'am Agi na empathy. Kasi pag kilala mo ngayon yung mga personality, iba't ibang personalidad, iba't ibang problema nila na pinagdadaanan, mas maiintindihan mo siya. Kasi when you say empathy, it's putting yourself in the situation of that person. So kung alam mo ngayon yung personalidad niya, ganito pala yung personality niya, medyo dependent personality type siya, o kaya yung personality niya is medyo competitive type, mas maintindihan mo na kung paano mo siya i-handle. At the same time, pagdating ng November 12, kasi kahit alam mo yung personality ng iba-iba, meron talagang mga outliers, ma'am, minsan, tsaka sir, na challenging yung mga behaviors nila, which is not usual sa isang workplace. Kumbaga parang you're establishing a culture, pero minsan wala siya dun sa culture na yun na gusto mong mangyari. Pero as a leader, katulad ko, ma'am, tama kayo dyan. When I started also running a business, talagang gusto ko lang. Pero ngayon nagbago, nag-shift din yung pananaw ko sa pag-handle na kung saan kailangan ko ding maintindihan ang aking mga empleyado kasi the more naiintindihan natin sila, mas magpro-progress sila, mas magbibigay sila ng magandang output. In fact, ma'am, may narinig pa nga ako ng isang principle din na kapag nagli-lead ka ng tao, hindi mo dapat sila dinadala sa kung saan mo saan mo gusto papunta, saan yung vision mo bilang leader ngayon. Kung diyan kailangan mong tanungin sa kanila is ano ba ang passion nila, ano ba yung interest nila, tapos dun mo ipapasok yung mismong passion mo naman bilang isang leader. Paano mo siya i-combine para sabay-sabay kayo ma-achieve niyo yung similar target nyo. And then lastly, pagkatapos po noong November 26, ito po ang isang recommendation, which is I think si Ma'am Aggie is here also. I would like to thank her for this recommendation. So more on program plans na siya, ma'am. So this time, gusto nating magkaroon ng panel discussion. So magre-present lahat ng mga participants natin, mga scholars natin, nung magiging programa naman nila para sa kanilang mga empleyado at paano nila ito i-execute. So magkakaroon tayo dito ng parang critiquing ng content. At the end of the day, magkakaroon tayo ng graduation ceremony. So yan yung magiging process po ng understanding self as a strategy in handling people.
Ganda.
Yeah. Ang ganda. Oo. Tsaka ano talaga siya, parang progressive ba ang tawag dyan, sir, no? Parang
Yes, sir.
oo. So, tsaka ano siya, connected, no? Yung mga modules or the sessions, right? Oo.
Sir, anong araw yung mga yan and what time? Every...
Hindi ata nalagay. Kailangan namin i-edit yung poster. So, every other Friday po siya. So, 5 o'clock to 7 p.m. So, 2 oras lang po siya after ng inyong weekday work bago po kayo umuwi. Maaari na po kayo magkaroon ng panibagong kaalaman within 2 hours. So, siksik-liglig umaapaw po yan na discussion galing sa ating mga coaches. Siyempre, sa ating partner na coaches from PAC or Philippine Advocate for Consultants and Trainers. Ayan.
Nice.
Yes, I'm sure it will be a big hit, Sir JR, and I'm sure blockbuster ka na naman. Gaya ng mga nakaraan mo, mga trainings, no? And of course, you'll see their faces after the training and yung mga recap videos natin, talagang you see them learning and having fun. And you know, syempre, malaking bagay yung having fun, no, while learning kasi mas na-absorb ang mga natututunan. So, ang galing. Thank you so much with that, Sir JR. Do you have other things to promote or to add to that, sir?
Sir, para sa lahat siguro, yung mga gustong mga mag-attend, tandaan ninyo malalaman nyo po dito sa course na to, hindi po siya yung tipong course na talagang kailangan mong mag-research, parang yung parang nagmamath ka na subject or science, mga ganun po. It's just about journeying towards oneself. Habang nag-attend ka ng session, nakikinig ka, nagpa-participate ka, the more na nakikilala mo yung sarili mo. Ganun lang po siya. Ibig sabihin po in short, sobrang gaan lang po niya yung 2 hours na nangyari. Ayan. So, ayun po. So, I hope na lahat po ng mga nanonood ng PALSCOnnect ay mag-interesado. At kung interesado man po kayo, maaari po kayo mag-message sa PALSCON FB page or pwede po kayo mag-message kay Miss Paula. Hinahanap ko agad ng number. Ayun po. At 0917-810-4644. Sorry, Miss Paula. Ang nabanggit ko ay yung personal number. So,
okay lang, personal number na ibigay mo, Sir JR.
Ayan. So, maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much, Sir JR. Good luck po, sir. Thank you so much. And magbabalik pa po ang PALSCOnnect.
Well is a health and maintenance organization in Metro Manila that provides managed healthcare services like preventive healthcare, outpatient consultation, emergency care treatment, hospital confinement, dental care, death benefit, and other benefit plans for its members through accredited physicians, hospitals, and clinics. Membership is open to all employees, whether regular or contractual. A 24-hour customer service hotline ensures prompt and immediate response.
All is well with GetWell.
bago na kayong maaasahan. Jago Maasahan. Download now.
Ang bilis, Ma'am Agi, no? 1 hour na yun. Over na nga tayo ng konti. But baka may gusto ka pang pasalamatan, Ma'am Agi.
Oo, nagpapasalamat tayo sa lahat ng mga kasamahan natin dito sa PALSCON sa tiwala ng programang ito para maihatid ang mga available jobs nila dito sa PALSCOnnect.
Yes, and of course, gusto rin nating magpasalamat sa ating mga member companies na naghatid nga ng kanilang mga job openings, no, para makatulong at maging blessing, of course, sa mga taong naghahanap ng trabaho, lalo na sa panahon na mahirap maghanap ng trabaho. Ito ay sila Cebu General Services Inc., sila Center for Health Services Inc., si Eagle Matrix Security Agency, si JG Manpower Services Inc., si Manos Allied Services Corporation, si Romax Services and Trading Company Inc., at si SignServe Inc. So marami ding salamat, of course, kay Ma'am Aya Barsaga, sa ating executive producer sa programa ng PALSCOnnect. Salamat din sa iyo, Carl Santa Ana, kay Ms. Paula Narciso, kay Sir Patrick, kay Ma'am Percy. And of course, salamat sa ating mga sponsors, si Jago at si Eagle Matrix Security Agency. And syempre, salamat din kila Dr. Carbalita sa team niya, sila Ma'am Algie, Boss Ryan at si Ma'am Ana. So salamat of course sa mga members ng PALSCON sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta dito sa ating programa. So ito po ulit, si Arman Gutierrez.
And ako naman, si Roda Kaliwar. Ay, mali. Hindi. Ako naman, si Agi Escalona.
Magandang buhay para sa inyo, trabaho sa bawat Pilipino. Magandang gabi, Pilipinas.
Magandang gabi.